Well, we got a great wingman this week. Dr. Paul, will you please tell us about our wingman?
Yes, our wingman this week is a great wingman. I don't know if you've ever heard the name Barrington Irving. I've heard about this young man a long time ago. In 2007, he was the youngest person to actually fly solo around the world. And he has a really inspiring story. He accidentally, he had gotten into aviation through his association with the United Airlines captain. And he approached him. Someone asked him, have you ever thought about flying? And he said, no, I don't think I'm smart enough to fly. And the captain, convinced him that he actually was. And that sparked his interest in aviation. Long story short, he apparently was a pretty good football player and had a scholarship to play football in college. He turned down that scholarship and pursued his interest in aviation. Ended up flying around the world by himself in a small Columbia 400 airplane. It's a Cessna, an airplane with no radar, no de-icing, as he said. And he didn't have much experience. The interesting thing is the extent to which he raised money. He raised money for this trip. He said he didn't have $30 in his pocket, but through hustle and grit, he got people to donate money for him to make this trek across a lot of countries. But what's most impressive about him is what he's done afterwards. In 2012, I think it was, he set up his own foundation that teaches STEM. He calls it the Flying Classroom. Classroom, and he beams down lessons to students in school. It integrates aviation with their basic studies. And in part of his organization, which is really, really impressive, his students actually build an airplane. They make their own home-built airplane. And I think they build cars too. But they build an airplane. And his deal, the first time they did it, he said, if you guys build the airplane, I'll actually fly it. And he did. And he talked about where a lot of these kids came from. They were not the most advantaged people in the world. That part of Miami, Florida, Apalaka, Florida. And he developed programs specifically for people who are not exposed to give them exposure so they'd have careers in aviation. In November of 2024, not long ago, he started something called the BITS, Barrington Irving Technical Training School. And that technical training school brings local area people, different ages, into a training program that's free for them. It's funded by the city and by some companies, aviation companies nearby. After these people graduate the programs, if they do well enough, they can get employment. And you're moving people from poverty almost right into the middle class. And this is something this young man started. He's not as young now. What he did at 23, he's doing a lot more as a 40-year-old or in his 40s. I've seen him on the National Geographic. I've also saw him on a show people familiar with called The Breakfast Club. Excellent interview. That's an excellent interview. They asked a lot of great questions, but he's very, very impressive. And this is the kind of thing we need to hear more of. Barrington Irving is our wingman. Look at his foundation, Barrington Irving Technical Training School. He's got his own training school, and he's still a young man.
He's a great wingman. And what I really like about him is that he pushes STEM. You mentioned it. And for people who don't know what STEM is, it's science, technology, engineering, and math. And if you have a child in school or you're looking to do something in school, you need to go towards STEM. Science, technology, engineering, and math. That's what will get you ahead in today's economy. That's what will get you ahead in today's technology. Okay, everybody out there, if you can hear my voice, whatever you think is important, whatever you think is beautiful, and especially whatever makes you happy, may you have that today and forever. I pray for peace.
And I pray for peace too, Commander Drew. And we appreciate all those who listen, like, and share our message. Please give us a like, a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm and it helps us spread this message to more people. The world needs some good news, and you can help us out as we try to help you out. Thank you very much.